Guys, screen is visible to you? 45?
Sir, visible
Yes, sir.
అవుతుంది సార్.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, guys. 25 more people has to join for this Edmudo. Okay. If anyone is not done till now, just use this code to join the class for cloud computing. Okay. Okay. Let us start the discussion. Okay. Okay. Till now we have discussed it, right? Right? Mahant Ganesh, log in with your register number. Am I right, guys? Till now we have discussed so far this slide, right? Okay. Number 15. Okay. Whenever I say the number, you have to respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Last class, what is the last topic we have discussed? Number 15.
Roll number 15.
Yes, ma'am.
What I'm asking is number 15. Last class, what is the topic we have discussed finally?
ఇక్కడ పార్టిసిపెంట్స్ లో మీ నేమ్ కనిపించట్లేదు 15.
ఉన్నాను మేడం.
ఒకసారి వీడియో ఆన్ చేయండి.
No, no,
15. ఓకే ఓకే నాన్న.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, last class we have discussed for so far this one, that is distributed system families and how the efficiency will be measured, and dependencies and adapting more programming models and flexibility we have discussed. Okay, in the distributed family systems, the new topic is this is second topic, that is technology for the network based systems. Okay, in that we have discussed about the advances in the CPU process. Okay, we have discussed this one also. I have explained this diagram. Okay, in 33 years of span, how the process speed is changing, and how the ethernets different networks with bandwidths are changing, we have discussed. Okay, this is the improvement diagram for the 33 years for the processors and the network technologies. Okay, and this is the new topic. Okay, we have to discuss this one, that is multi-core CPU and multi-threading, multi-core CPU and multi-threading technologies. First we will discuss about the multi-core CPUs. Okay, before going to that one, what is a core, guys? Core is nothing but a processor. Okay, here multi-core processor means multiple processors are there in that CPU. Okay, here observe that core 1, core 2 and core n. Core 1 means one processor, core 2 means second processor. Here how many processors are there? N processors are there. This is, we call them as a multi-core processors. Okay, multi-core processor. Okay, one core means separate process, second core separate processor, and the n processor means and separate one. All these are individual things, and each and every core will have the separate cache. For core 1, L1 is the cache. For core 2, L2, L1, like that. These are the separate things. Okay, for each and every one there is a separate private cache is there. Cache is nothing but a fastest memory. Okay, the frequently any things are used by the RAM, those things will be placed inside the cache. Okay, for core 1, cache 1 L1, for core 2, cache 4n and cache. All these are private things. For core 1, this cache is a private thing. For core 2, this cache is private, and core n, this cache is private thing. Okay, but coming to the L2 cache, okay, this one is a shared by all the n cores. Okay, all the n core processors. Okay, core 1 processor can access this L1 cache, and core 2 can also access L2 cache, and core n also can access the L2 cache. Okay, this one is a shared cache. This one is a shared cache. But coming to these L1s, these L1s are private to those individual cores. Private. This one is a, we can say that public one. All the things can be, all these core processors can be access this L2 cache. And coming to this L3 cache, this is a off chip, okay, outside of the chip. We call them as a RAM also, okay, random access memory, okay, anything that can be executed by this processor that will be placed inside this cache, okay. This one is a off chip RAM. We call them as off chip dynamic RAM. Okay, this is the explanation for the multi-core CPU and technologies. Okay, write it down this diagram, guys. Multi-core CPU. Next we will next slide we will going to discuss about multi-threading technologies, guys. Okay, write this slide, guys. Number 95. After completion of this writing, just tell me. 15. You have to maintain on separate notebook. Okay, each and everyone has to maintain separate notebook, guys. Okay, write down this diagram fast and tell me number 95.
Yes, sir.
Okay, after completion of this one, tell me. Okay,
Okay,
writing
sir.
the diagram. Okay, what is your good name? 95.
Chaudhary, sir. Sanka Chaudhary.
Okay, super. Okay, when I am telling the explanation also, you can write it down, guys. No need to okay, give command to write this diagram. Okay, you have to write it down. After completion of this diagram, you have to tell it. This is the architecture of multi-core processor. Okay, let us go for the next slide. Chaudhary, can I?
1 minute, sir.
Okay, right, done.
Completed, sir.
Okay, super. Okay, let us go for the next one. Okay, the explanation part I have already explained. Each and every core will have the separate private cache. Okay, L2 is shared by all the remaining cores. Okay, L3 is the off the chip. Okay, here they will use high-end process, guys, in multi-threading, okay, or multi-core technologies. They will use high-end process. Okay, we all know, guys, what is multi-threading, guys. Multi-threading means one processor, okay, it will divide the overall problem into subthreads, and each and every thread, okay, will execute concurrently. Each and every thread will execute concurrently. A singular multi-core processor, both will follow the multi-threading. Okay, I explained you is a single processor. One single processor is there. Okay, it got a one problem. Okay, that problem will be divided into given for the different threads. Okay, and each and every thread will execute concurrently to solve that problem. Okay, let us see the diagram here, guys. Here is the one problem is there, that is main code, that is divided into n number of threads, and these n number of threads executes concurrently. And both, and one more thing, guys, these threads are individual threads. Okay, here is the different models. Okay, here there are 5 models are there, okay, in multi-threading technologies. The first one is 4-issue superscalar processor, that is the first one. The second one is fine grained multi-threading processor. The third one is coarse grained multi-threading processor. The fourth one is a dual core, only 2 processors are there. The last one is simultaneous multi-threading processor. These are the 5 multi-threading technologies. Okay, here there are 5 threads are there. Okay, first thread is represented with a one type of threading. The second one is another type of threading. Third one is a dark one. Okay, to represent the threads it uses different types of patterns. And the fourth one is a dotted one, and the fifth one is, okay, this one. The white block means it's an ideal slot, guys. White block means it's an ideal slot, guys. When time goes on, okay, when time goes on, the processors will execute the different threads. Okay, they how they will be executes, let us see. Okay, let us see the first one, that is 4-issue multi-scalar processor, guys. 4-issue multi-scalar processor. Okay, it executes only one thread, okay, at a time. It executes only one thread. Here you observe, guys, here this diagram representation, okay, this one resembles the thread one. Okay, at a time it is executing only one thread. If you observe all this pattern, okay, all these patterns, when time goes on, this 4-issue superscalar processor execute only one thread. Next, coming to the fine grained. Okay, guys, first one you understand? 95, Chaudhary. Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay. Fine grained multi-threaded processor. Okay, fine grained multi-threaded processor. Here you observe at a time only one thread. Okay, for first time scale. Okay, one thread is executed. For the next slot, another thread is executed. For the third slot, another thread. Okay, and each and every time the time slots changes, but it executes the separate thread. Okay, for if you observe this one, fine grained multi-threaded processor, first time slot it executes one processor, the second slot second processor, third slot another processor, fourth slot another processor. It will changes. Okay, it will changes, guys. Okay, this is about fine grained multi-threaded processor. Okay, fine, guys. Next one is the third one, that is coarse grained multi-threaded processor. Okay, coarse grained multi-threaded processor. Here you guys observe, guys. Okay, from some portion of time it execute one thread. For suppose first one, second, third, and third row also it executed only one processor. Okay, after that it changes to the another thread, that is the black thread. Black thread means thread 3. It executed for 5 slots. Okay, 4 slots. After that again it changes to the thread 5. If you observe the diagrammatical representation, you can say that, okay, it executes 3 time slots it executes. Okay, that is thread 5. Next last 2 slots it executed which one, that is thread 4, guys. అర్థమవుతుందమ్మా? Okay, number 15 fine. These 3 things are fine. Number 15. Number 15.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. These three things you know. Okay, you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, super. Okay, next one is the fourth model, that is dual core processor. Here if you observe only 2 processors are there. Okay, here one line is represented with the 2 processor. This is executed by one processor and this is executed by another processor, guys. Here you observe, okay, first processor execute blacked one, that is which one, guys? Thread 3. Okay, coming to this another processor that executes thread 4, guys. Fine, right, guys? Okay, it one dual
Yes,
core
sir.
means 2 processors are there. Dual core means 2 processors are there. One processor executing one thread. Okay, if you observe this diagram, these 2 things, okay, those are executed only one processor. Okay, another processor executes another thread. After completion of these threads, it shifted to the another threads, guys. Okay, this is dual core processor. We are a lot of people are using these dual core processors. Okay, right? The next one is simultaneous multi-threading processor, guys. Okay, here there is no proper approach. Okay, different threads will execute different processor. Threads execute different these things, but there is no any pattern. Here if you observe, the lots of white things are there. The lots of white things say it's inefficiency in the processor. Okay, white means ideal slot. White means ideal slot. If the more number of ideal slots is there, means that is an inefficient processor. Understand guys? Okay, these are the different multi-threading technologies. Once again I'm explaining guys, if you are not listened anything, just concentrate. Okay, the first model, that is 4-issue superscalar processor. Okay, here 5 threads are there. White slot means it's a blank one. Okay, ideal thing. Okay, in 4-issue superscalar processor at a time, okay, all the thing, one thread will be executed. Okay, after a completion of that thread only it goes for the execution of another one. Okay, suppose here which thread it is executing? Thread 1. Coming to the second process, that is second one, the multi-threading processor, that is fine grain multi-threading processor. Here, okay, each and every time slot it execute only one type of thread. Okay, here this one and this one, these are same thing. Okay, that is thread 1. After that it switches to the second thread, that is third thread. Black means third thread. Next another thread. Likewise it shifts at a time. Okay, all the 3 threads will execute only one thing. Understand guys? The next one is
Yes, sir.
coarse grained multi-threading processor. Here if you observe, okay, some portion of time it will execute one type of thread. If you observe this one, 3 time slots, it executed one thread, that is thread 1. After that shifted to black thread, that is thread 3. After that shifted to thread 5. After that it shifted to thread 4.
Thread 4.
Likewise it shifts. Super. Okay, next one is dual core processor guys. Here 2 processors are there. One processor will take one type of thread and other processor will take another thread. Okay, if you observe here float charts, okay, 2 things will be taken care by one processor and 2 things can be taken care by another processor. Here dual threads kabatti. Understand guys? Clear? The final one is there is no proper pattern here. Okay, there is no proper pattern here guys. Understand? There is no proper pattern here. Okay, it randomly changes. That is simultaneous multi-threading process. These are the 5 different types of multi-threading technologies. These are the 5 types of multi-threading technologies guys. Okay guys? Okay, this is the explanation for that one. Okay, okay, this is the explanation. What I explained is here it contains. Okay, overall 5 types of multi-threading technologies. Okay, these are the explanation. First one వచ్చేపాటికి ఏంటి చెప్పాను, at a time one thread will be executed. The second one means switching, okay, for different thread per cycle. Okay, next one is multi-threading processor execute the cycle same thread. Okay, for some amount of time same thread will be executed. Multi-coarse grain. Here is the coarse grain third one. Okay, for some portion of time third one, okay, one thread will be executed. After that it will switches to the next one. The last one, dual core processor, 2 separate threads execute simultaneously. One thread, okay, 2 separate threads will be executed simultaneously guys. Okay, in the fourth one, that is dual core. Fifth one, there is no proper one. Blank squares represents low scheduling efficiency. I told you. Okay, khaliga unte, that we call them as a lower scheduling efficiency. That portion is not executed by anything. Guys, clear? Okay, if you want you can write it down this diagram. 78. Respond.
Sir.
What's your name and tell me. 78 number. Name please. Durga Prasad. Okay, write it down this diagram. Okay, after that completion, after completion of that one, tell me.
Yes.
Okay, Durga.
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. Dilip is there. Dilip is there.
25 is
Absent, madam, again.
25 Dilip absent.
Yesterday I called him, ma'am. Okay, he's saying some reason. Okay, and from today onwards he will attend, but today absent. Let us check, ma'am.
35 also absent. Today also
35. I spoke to his father, ma'am. Okay, he's on the way to Yellow. Actually, at his home place there is no signal. That is why he's coming to Otluru room.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, Durga, tell me after completion of this diagram. Everyone clear? Number 15. Fine. Explanation part you understand? Number 15.
సార్
ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ అర్థమైందారా నెంబర్ 15?
అర్థమైంది సార్.
ఓకే సూపర్. రైట్ డౌన్ ద డయాగ్రామ్, నోట్స్ మెయింటైన్ చేయి. ఓకే, రూమ్ లో
Okay.
పెట్టుకుని మొబైల్ అటు ఇటు తిరగడం వల్ల ఏం యూజ్ ఉండదు.
ఓకే సార్.
క్లాస్ రూమ్ లో 15 మినిట్స్ ఉన్నామంటే కనుక దానికి కాన్సన్ట్రేటెడ్ గా మనం వింటే బాగుంటుంది.
సరే
దాని
సార్.
ప్రకారం రాసుకుంటే కూడా ఇంకా చాలా బాగుంటుంది. ఇప్పుడైతే మొత్తం హౌ మెనీ థ్రెడ్స్ ఆర్ దేర్? 5 threads. Okay,
Five
those 5 threads are represented with a different patterns. Okay, first thread, third thread black color, fifth thread, and dots for fourth thread. Okay, those threads are executed by different these type of processor. Okay, 5 processors are there. How these threads are executed? Explanation.
Ma, who is roll number 31? Tell your name. Roll number 31.
Yes, ma'am.
Nana morning class
Geetika madam.
మార్నింగ్
నేను
క్లాస్
హాస్పిటల్కి వెళ్ళాను మ్యామ్.
ఓకే నాన్న.
హాస్పిటల్కి వెళ్ళాను.
ఓకే నాన్న. ఓకే నాన్న. రోల్ నెంబర్ 46. రోల్ నెంబర్ 46. Respond. What is your name? 46 ఫోన్ పక్కన
సాయి
పెట్టేసి
కళ్యాణ్ మేడం. సాయి కళ్యాణ్ మేడం మెసేజ్ చేశాడు. నెట్వర్క్
క్లాస్
ప్రాబ్లం.
రాలేదండి మార్నింగ్.
ఏం మెసేజ్ చేశాడు మేడం, నెట్వర్క్ ప్రాబ్లం అంట.
ఎవరికి చేశారు? నాయుడు సార్ కా?
ఇక్కడే చేశాడు మేడం, ఇప్పుడే మెసేజ్ చేస్తున్నాడు. ఇందులోనే చాట్ లోనే
నెంబర్ తో ఎవరు కనెక్ట్ అయ్యారు? 46 నెంబర్ తో.
ఏమో
46
మేడం.
నెంబర్ తో ఎవరు కనెక్ట్ అయ్యారు?
జూమ్ లోనే కళ్యాణ్ మెసేజ్ చేస్తున్నాడు మేడం ఇప్పుడు మన క్లాస్ కి.
అందుకనే మీరు ఎవరన్నా కనెక్ట్ అయిపోయారా ఏంటి?
అబ్బాయి కనెక్ట్ అయి ఉన్నాడు మేడం, మేము ఎవరం కనెక్ట్ అవ్వలేదు. అతనే కనెక్ట్ అయ్యాడు, అతనే మెసేజ్
రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వాలి కదా మేడం, మై సెల్ఫ్ అని.
Absent is fine, madam. No need, no problem. Okay, if he is not responding means just put absent. Okay.
61 మీరు చేసుకుంటున్నారు కాబట్టి నేను మానిటరింగ్ చేసుకుంటాను. 61 చిన్ను. 61
అయిపోయింది డయాగ్రామ్. ఇది ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ రాసుకుంటాం. రబాలు.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, let us explain the next things. Explanation part I have already explained. Okay, the next one is, okay, if you observe this one, okay, the first slide. Okay, second topic of the first unit, that is 1.2 technologies based systems. Okay, the advances in the CPU processor is over. The next one is a multi-core CPU and multi-threading is over. The third one is GPU program, GPU computing. Okay, graphics processing unit. GPU ante enti? What is GPU? Graphics processing unit, guys. Okay, let us start the discussion related to GPU. Okay, GPU programming model, guys. Okay, what is GPU programming model? Okay, here many core architectures are there. Okay, if you observe this diagram, guys, this is the normal our CPU, guys. This is normal our CPU, and it will have the separate main memory, and this is the GPU unit, and this one is the GPU unit, graphical processing unit, graphics processing unit. Here it will having the multiple processors, P1, P2, P3, and this one likewise n multiprocessors are there. Okay, n multiprocessing are there, and there will have their separate device memory. Okay, this is GPU related thing, and this one is CPU related, our CPU, central processing unit. GPU means graphics processing unit, graphics processing unit. Okay, to work on the huge amount of very large problems, we are going for these GPU programming models, guys. Okay, here these separate CPU processor will be there and separate GPU processor will be there, and each and every GPU will have multiple processor. Multi-processor one, it will have the P1 to Pn processors, and another one multi-processor N, and it is also having the processor P1, P2 to Pn, and it will have the separate device memory. This is our overall thing is graphics processing unit, and this one is a central processing unit. Okay, and it will have the separate main memory. One thing they have to observe, we have to observe here is that, okay, these main memory bandwidth speed as well as like device memory also have the in same sync. For suppose main memory is sending the data with a some speed, but the device memory is not at all receiving at that speed, then what will have, the information loss will happen. Likewise, okay, to nullify this problem, what they have to follow is they will have the same bandwidth rate. Means, okay, how is the speed the main memory is sending the data, at this speed the device memory has to receive. Likewise, if the device memory want to send the data to main memory, okay, the speeds of the main memory as well as device memory should be the same. If the conflict occurs, the information loss will be occurred, guys. Okay, understand, guys? GPU, graphics processing unit. Let us go into the discussion for this graphical processing unit. Okay, here in GPU will have, we observed already, many core architectures will be there. Okay, many core architectures will be there in the GPU, graphic processing unit. It will have the many core architectures, different processors will be there. Okay, multi processors, each and every multi processor will have multiple number of cores. We call them as a processors. Okay, and each core will have one or more threads. Each and every core will have one or more threads. Okay, if you observe with this one, okay, different, this one will having the different threads, this one will having the different threads, guys. Okay, the next one is, it is having a massive data processing capabilities. Why? Because it is having the number of processors. Okay, one is CPU processor and another is more related to the GPU, graphics processing. Because of this one, okay, number of processors are more, then obviously data processing will be also very high. Okay, the last point I already told you, guys, bandwidth between matching between the onboard main memory and on chip GPU memory. Okay, those two memories bandwidth would be, has to be matched, otherwise the information loss will be occur. For suppose on chip GPU memory is sending the data with some speed, okay, at that speed the main memory is not at all receiving, means what will happen, the information loss will be occur. Okay, this is all about GPU, graphics processing unit programming model. GPU means. Okay, right, guys, write on this diagram. Okay, number 19, tell me after completion of writing this diagram.
Okay, sir.
Nana, 98 hour, Nana. Who is 98? Nana, just tell me your name, 98. Respond. Tell your name.
దినకర్ మేడం.
దినకరేనా?
హలో,
నాన్న చెప్పు, మాట్లాడు.
దినకరే మేడం.
వార్నింగ్ రాలేదండి నాన్న?
వినిపిస్తుంది, ఇందాక మాట్లాడతాను మేడం. మీకు
చాట్ చేయండి, మెసేజ్
మేడం, మధ్యలో డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయ్యాను.
ఓకే
ఓకే
Okay, now. Okay, number 19. Fine. Writing is over.
1 minute, sir.
Okay, okay.
Okay, sir.
Fine. Okay, Next one is the fourth one. That is, if you observe the again we'll go to the first slide. That is, advances in the CPU processor is over, and multi-core CPU and multi-threading is technologies is over, and GPU computing is over. Graphics processing unit computing is over. The fourth one is memory, storage, and wide area networks. Let us discuss about this memory, storage, and wide area network. Okay, let us see this one, guys. Okay, here is the memory technologies. Okay, that advances in the 1978 to 2011 or the 30-year spans. Okay, memory chips. Okay, how the RAM sizes are increased. Okay, this diagram will explain. Likewise, how the disk capacities, storage capacities are changing from 1978 to 2011 year. Okay, this explain. Okay, let us see here, guys. Initially the memory is very less, that is 0.1 initially. Okay, MB 0.1 MB, 0.1 MB means it's about KB size. Okay, 1 KB size, like that. Okay, RAM size increased from that size. Initially in 1978, that much amount, a small amount of RAM size will be there. Okay, that is increased to 253 KB, 1 MB, 16 MB when the time goes on. Okay, when 2011 year, the RAM size is increased to 23 GB, guys. The RAM size is increased to 23 GB. This is all about main memory. When time goes on, how it is increasing. Okay, coming to here, disk capacity, how it is increasing is here. Okay, initially Seagate, at that time 0.01 GB of size hard disk will be there. Okay, and again the next size, at that time 0.1 GB of size, and the time goes on. In 2011, Seagate Boracube XT. Okay, its size is 10 terabytes, like that. It increases. Okay, this diagram overall explains the span of 33 years, that is 1978 to 2011 year. Okay, 33 years, how the RAM sizes increases and how the different disk capacities, the models, disk sizes means storage increase. That explains this diagram, guys. Okay, over the span of 33 years. Over the span of 33 years, how the RAM sizes are increased and how the storage capacities are increased. This diagram will explain that one. Okay. Tell me, guys, after completing this one, number 19. $85. Perana number 85 parent.
Sir.
Vamsi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Vamsi, tell me after completing this one, tell me.
Okay, sir.
మా 66 మీ పేరేంటమ్మా? Who is roll number 66?
మహేష్ మేడం.
66 మహేషా. లేట్ గా జాయిన్ అయ్యారేంటి నాన్న? ఫస్ట్ 20 minutes 50 minutes వరకు మీరు లేరు.
పర్సా మహేషా మేడం?
నాకు పేరు గుర్తులేదు సార్ 66 ది, అందుకే అడుగుతున్నా.
ఆ మహేషేనరా? పర్సా మహేషేనా? ఏ సెక్షన్?
మా రెస్పాండ్ మహేష్ 66 మహేష్.
If you are not responding means it will be absent for you guys.
అయిపోయారు సార్ మళ్ళీ
Hmm.
మళ్ళీ ఉన్నారు మాట్లాడండి 66
ఎస్ మేడం.
Completion of 85 after completing this diagram, tell me.
సార్ ఓకే సార్ అయిపోయింది.
అయిపోయిందా? Number 19. Shall I proceed for the next one?
Wait, sir.
ఎస్ సార్.
Okay. I will wait. Tell me 69 after completion of your writing this one. Tell me.
Okay, sir.
83 Manideep, are you there? 83 Manideep, are you there?
ఎస్ మ్యామ్.
Yes. Who is roll number 84? పేరు చెప్పండి వాళ్ళు రాలేదు అందుకు అడుగుతున్నారు.
శ్వేత మ్యామ్.
ఓకే
Sir, completed, sir.
Super. Ramya?
Yes, sir.
Super, right. Okay, let us go for the next slide. Okay, this is the explanation part. Okay, DRAM capacity, RAM capacity is from 1976 to 2011. It starts with a 16 KB to 64 GB of size. Okay, coming to the disk and storage things. Okay, it's increased to 3 terabits of capacity in 2011. Okay, fine. Guys, fine. How the main memory technologies, okay, over the span of 33 years, and the storage technologies over the span of 33 years, how they are improved its size. Okay, this is the explanation one. So overall 33 years of span, how they are increasing in their size. For coming to the RAM, 16 KB to 64 GB. Okay, coming to the storage, up to 3 terabits of capacity for the storage. Okay, system area interconnect, guys. Okay, this is the next topic. Okay, in that what it will there is here different systems of clusters, how they are interconnected. Okay, it will form a LAN. LAN means local area network. How they are the different systems of clusters, how they are interconnected to form a LAN. Okay, and LAN contains different client hosts. So all these things are connected to a big servers, guys. LAN lo chepat what it will form. Okay, different clients are connected to a network of big servers. Okay, they interact. The client will give a request. Okay, through the network it will reaches to the server, and server will execute that request, and again the result will be came back to the again the clients who has requested for the request. Okay, next, this is all about LAN, local area network, how they are interconnected. Coming to the SAN, storage area network, guys. Here what it is there. Okay, here different storage, like hard disk will be connected to form one big storage. Those things are connected to the server to form as SAN, guys. Again I am telling you guys, here the storage thing is there. How the storage things are connected to the SAN, those things overall form SAN. Okay, local area network ante ganaka server. Here servers and storages are interconnected in SAN. Coming to network attached storage, guys, here clients are connected to the storage. Observe the difference, guys. SAN means server is connected to the storage. Okay, NAS means network attached storage means clients to connected to the storage. Server connected storage we call them as SAN. Clients connected storage that we call them as NAS, network attached storage. Guys, got the difference, guys? Right? Clear? 69. Ramya, fine?
Sir.
అర్థమైందా నాన్న?
Yes, sir.
Okay, super, Ramya. Okay, this is, we call them as SAN and NAS. SAN means server connecting to the storage. NAS means clients connected to the storage. LAN means you already know different clients will be there, how they are connected to the server. This is all the things I explained in the LAN, local area networks. Okay, in our lab, okay, in our IT lab, okay, those systems, all the clients will be connected to the server room. Okay, whenever you give any request from the client, that will be sent to the server, and the server will execute that one and give the result back to the client. That is the thing followed in the LAN. Okay, these are the different interconnects, guys. Okay, SAN is one interconnect, NAS is one interconnect, LAN is also one type of interconnect, guys. System area interconnects. Okay, right? Clear? Okay, this is the diagram will explain how the LAN will be. LAN means clients are connected to the server. SAN means the servers are connected to the storage. NAS means network attached, clients are connected to the network. Okay, guys, this diagram will give the overall information about the LAN, about the SAN, about the NAS, these three things. Fine, guy? Number 83, respond. Okay, after writing the diagram, tell me. Okay, if you didn't understand also, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay, write it down, diagram, and tell me. Okay, number 83, after writing this one, tell me.
Okay, sir.
So tomorrow first hour my class is there, right, guys? That will be taken by Nagmani madam. Okay. Saturday last hour is there, Nagmani madam class there. I will take that class.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Tomorrow
completed.
morning completed. Fine. Thank you, 83. Let us go into the next one. Virtualization, guys. You already know virtualization. What is virtualization, guys? Okay, not a real thing.
Imaginary.
Imaginary thing. Super 57. Okay, anything? Anyone? What is virtualization? What is virtualization? Give me answers, guys. Respond. Unmute yourself and give the answer.
It is logically present but not physically.
Very good. Very good. 57. Okay, it's logically present, not physically. Any new answers? Any other answers?
Making physical resources to work as virtual.
Very good. Very good. Any other?
Running multiple operating systems.
That is also correct, guys. Okay, that is also right. Running multiple operating systems. Anything? Okay, guys. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, why I am explaining this virtualization in cloud computing, guys? Why I am explaining virtualization in cloud computing? How they are related?
They are accessing the resources that are present somewhere else.
Okay, right. Somewhat. Inka. Okay, guys. I will tell you, guys. I will tell you. Okay, for suppose, guys, you are using a Gmail. You are using a Gmail. Okay, from your laptop or desktop or your mobile phone, you are using a Gmail. You are sending some mails to one person, or you are sending some photos to persons. Okay, where there will be that will be stored. For suppose you are logging in from your laptop. Okay, you have sent photos to your friend. Where those things will be shared? Where those things will be there in your system? No, those will be saved inside the cloud. At any point of time, if you are having an internet, you can download those images. You can download those images. Am I right or wrong? Okay, physically those images are not there in your local system, but any point of time are able to access those images that is there inside the Google Gmail. Am I right or wrong, guys? Okay, it gives virtuality here also for the storage, for the messages. Okay, likewise we can take virtually hardwares from the cloud for rental basis, or we can take operating systems also virtually from cloud to your system. Normally, how many operating systems you can install run at a time? Only one operating system can be run at a time. But with the help of virtualization, guys, we are able to run multiple operating systems at a time. At a time, we can run multiple operating system, or we can go for the networking equipment also for the rental basis, guys. We can go for the storage rental basis from the cloud. Okay, that is also comes under storage virtualization. You can take operating systems, or you can take applications from the cloud for the rental basis. Those we call them as a software virtualization, or we can give for network also for the rental basis. Those things are not at all there in your local system. With the help of internet, you are taking all those services from the cloud to your system, but it will give impression that those are there in your local system. How it will work, guys? That is there in your local system. As it is like that, it will be works. As it is like that, it will work, guys. Understand? Once again I will tell you, guys. ఒకసారి చెప్తాను చూడండి. మీ సిస్టమ్ లో వచ్చే పాటికి అమ్మా
టైం అయింది, ఒకసారి వెరిఫై చేసుకోండి, మళ్ళీ కనెక్ట్ అవ్వాలి కదా వేరే స్టాఫ్.
ఓకే మేడం, ఓకే,
అది దాన్ని బట్టి చూసుకుని మీరు క్లోజ్
ఓకే మేడం, ఓకే మేడం, 2 minutes లో క్లోజ్ చేసేస్తాను. ఓకే గైస్, మీకు అర్థమైందనా ఇప్పుడు ఏంటనేది ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ అంటే? వర్చువలైజేషన్ అంటే కనుక మీ దగ్గర సిస్టమ్ లో లేకపోయినా గానీ అవి మీకు ఇంప్రెషన్ ఇస్తుంది. ఎలా ఇస్తుందండి? మీ సిస్టమ్ లో ఉన్నట్టే ఇంప్రెషన్ ఇస్తుంది. ఫర్ సపోజ్ యూ నీడ్ విండోస్ 10 జెన్యూన్ ప్రొఫెషనల్ వర్షన్. ఓకే, విండోస్ 10 ఓకే, పర్చేస్ చేయడానికి ఒక 10,000 అయింది అనుకోండి, నీ అంత దగ్గర లేవు, బట్ నువ్వు దాని ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ నీ సిస్టమ్ లో వర్క్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నావు. ఎలా అంటే కనుక క్లౌడ్ కి వెళ్ళావు అనుకోండి, వాడు చెప్తాడు అనమాట, ఈ ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ ఇన్ని రోజులుగా ఇచ్చేసుకుంటే కనుక ఇంత పే చేయాలని చెప్తాడు. అలాగే నువ్వు రెంటల్ పే చేసుకుని అన్ని రోజులు ఇచ్చేసుకుంటావు. ఓకే, నీకు ఇంప్రెషన్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది అనమాట? ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ అనేది నీ సిస్టమ్ లో ఇన్స్టాల్ అయ్యనట్టే నువ్వు అంత ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ కానీ వర్కింగ్ గానే ఉంటుంది, బట్ దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ దేర్ ఇన్ యువర్ లోకల్ సిస్టమ్. బట్ దేర్ వేర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇన్స్టాల్డ్, దట్ ఈస్ దేర్ ఇన్ ద క్లౌడ్ ప్రొవైడర్. ఆమ్ ఐ రైట్? అంతేనా కాదా? 57 respond. Okay, right, guys. Okay, let us close this session. Tomorrow Nagmani madam will take the session. Okay, Saturday last hour I will take take that one. Okay, thank you, guys. Bye.
Lokesh not joined in Edmodo, join immediately.
నేను కూడా చెప్తున్నాను, ఇంకా 26 మెంబర్స్ ఉన్నారు ఎడ్మోడోలో జాయిన్ అవ్వాల్సిన వాళ్ళు. మీకు అందరూ జాయిన్ అవుతే కనుక నేను అసైన్మెంట్లు ఇస్తాను, స్టార్ట్ చేస్తా వర్క్, పీపీటీలు అన్ని పెట్టడం. ఓకేనా? రైట్ గైస్, లెట్ us leave this session. ఓకే,
ఓకే సార్.